everyone, welcome to episode 14 of Otome Shimai.
I'm Vicky.
And I'm Vika.
And we are sisters who play Otome games.
Thanks for joining us today, episode 14, and today we're going to be doing some rankings. This is called Line Up and Size Up, ranking the allies of Diabolik Lovers. We will be ranking them on a few different scales, including character design and personality, as well as a special category just for Diabolik Lovers.
Sadistic.
But first,
this is where we would normally talk about who we are doing this week, but something very special happened on Friday.
Very special.
The Otome anime released the first episode.
We are so excited about this.
Yes, and we are also very lucky that we were able to watch it before recording, and we wanted to give you our general, non-spoilery thoughts.
Yes. So if you haven't seen it yet, it should be available to everyone today.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch it if you play Otome because it's really cute. It's a short little blurb, not too long, and definitely worth a watch.
Absolutely. It was just literally like 6 minutes of laughing.
Yeah, it was great. I think the fact that they put all of the guys and really tried to show off their personalities in that first episode was a good way to go. I think they did a good job.
Yeah, so we are super excited that this is happening and cannot wait for the other episodes to come out.
If you've watched it, please reach out. Let us know what you think. We totally want to get everyone else's opinions as well.
Yes. So now on to lining up and sizing up the allies of Diabolik Lovers. The first category we're going to rank them on is character design.
Yes, so character design for us is basically just judging whether or not we like how they look. Are they hot? Are they not? Do we like their outfit choices?
And just a little note here, guys, these are our personal opinions. It's just the two of us and what we think, and we definitely had to compromise on a couple of these rankings.
We'll let you know when we compromise.
Yes.
Because there was a bit of a battle going down between us.
A bit?
A bit. A lot.
But obviously, not everyone is going to agree with us, and we'd actually really love to know where you guys disagree with us, so let us know if you think we got it wrong and who you would have ranked where.
Yeah, please reach out, let us know. Let's get into it.
So we're going to start off with the best, and we're going to go to the worst.
That's right.
So, Vika, who did we rank number 1?
If anyone has listened to our episodes around Diabolik Lovers, they would know that Subaru is my bias.
Sakamaki Subaru.
And so, just because of that, we put him first.
Yeah, we rank Sakamaki Subaru as number 1 because he's just beautiful, or as Vika put in our notes, perfection.
Yes, this boy is perfection. He's gorgeous. I love his hair color. I love that he's a little surly. I love everything about how he looks.
Yes, I agree. I also like him. I have no complaints about putting him on number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Our number 2 pick is Mukami Yuma. And this might not be the one that everyone puts in number 2, but we really love Yuma. We love the fact that he's a big Yankee with a ponytail.
Yes.
That's really our type.
It really is. I like that he's tall. I like that he's got, kind of long locks. Hair covers his face. And, yeah, I dig him. I dig the Yankee type.
Yeah, no, me too, me too.
I just want someone to embrace me in their arms. And I can see that happening from Yuma.
He is 6'3".
Yeah. Who's third?
Number 3 is Mukami Ruki. And this was definitely one that I fought a little bit for.
Yeah.
I really love Ruki. I'm super, super biased against him. You're a little biased, but...
I'm a little biased, but, I think... For other people, they might not have put him as high.
I think he's great.
Yeah.
I think he's a sexy man with a sexy voice. I love his hair. I love his face. And I absolutely adore the fact that he knows how to wear his clothes properly.
Yeah,
I find that hot.
Yes. Okay, well, I'm happy to put him at third. I felt like it was a little bit generic, but,
Well, Who's
right.
number 4?
4 for us is definitely Deiji, and I think it's because he really gives off sexy butler vibes.
Digging the sexy butler.
I love the vest. I love the gloves. I love the hair in his face. The glasses. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, he's a hot man.
He's a good-looking guy. Now we're getting to, the middle ranks.
Yeah, the middle ranks.
So, 5th, 6th, and 7th, these are all kind of, sort of generic looking, I guess, for us. We put Sakamaki Shu at 5th because I think he's pretty hot. I like that he's tall. I like that he's blonde. But I feel like in terms of his character design, you could put him in any game.
Yeah, you could put him in a game, you could put him in an anime, and you would not look at him on screen and immediately say, like, oh, this is a main character, or this is a love interest. He's attractive, he's blonde-haired, he's blue-eyed, he's a prince, he's literally a prince, but he is also a, stereotypical prince.
Yeah. So we put him at 5th.
Yeah. Now, number 6 is Mukami Azusa, who we think is absolutely adorable.
Yes.
But...
yeah, I love the character design. I love what he wears. I love the beret. I think it's adorable. I think the only reason I didn't rank him higher for me is because when I see him and I see all of his scars, I just want to, like, cuddle him and take care of him and, make him a cup of tea.
Yeah. It's not, like, sexy.
It doesn't give off sexy, hot vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely 6th for me.
Yeah. And number 7, we've got Mukami Cole. Now, Cole is cute. Like, he's an attractive guy. In the game, they make it very clear that he's attractive. He's literally an idol. But once again, we found him a little bit generic in that way, and we're also just not into the idol type. It's not our bias.
Yeah. I could totally see other people rating him much higher in terms of character design.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because he's really cute, and if you really like that type, then it's like A+ for you.
Yeah.
But for us, kind of middle of the road.
Yeah, exactly. What about number 8?
This was a compromise, guys, because I wanted to put Kanato way higher. I personally love his character design. I love Teddy. I love the short pants, but me and Vicky do not agree. So
No, I would have put him lower. 8 was our compromise. Number 8 was our compromise. I think he's creepy. I think too many frills. Not my thing. Vika loves him. I'm really not a fan of him, so 8.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we compromised on this one.
You know what another compromise is?
Yeah, we compromised on this one, too.
Number 9 is Sakamaki Ayato, and I wanted to rate him higher because I actually think he's a pretty attractive dude. Not the most attractive dude, but I thought he should have been rated higher than Kanato at least.
I'm not a big fan of Ayato. I think anyone who's listened to us talk about Diabolik Lovers knows that I'm not a fan of Ayato. And I think he's just boring. Like, I think his character design is boring. I hate the way that he wears his pants with one leg up and one leg down.
And I think that's the reason why I made this compromise, because I also hate the way that he wears his pants. I think everything else is fine. Yeah. I mean, I don't actually know. I don't like the way he wears his tie either. But I think his face and his hair is great. Like, A+ for that. But, Ayato, you gotta learn how to put on your pants, bud.
Let's go through the next 4 pretty quickly. So, spot 10, 11, 12, and 13. 10 is Kino, because why?
He's just generic.
Yeah.
I mean, the only game that we've played him in is the most recent one, Chaos Lineage, because I didn't play the one before that where he is one of the main characters, so I may not have all of the information. But I found his character design really kind of boring for me, and just nothing stuck out. So that's why he's number 10.
Agreed. Just generic Kino.
Yeah.
And 11, we have Raito.
Because his hat is stupid.
We hate his hat.
We don't like his hat.
Yeah. I mean, other people can like the hat. I think hats are sexy sometimes. But on Raito, I'm not a fan of the stupid hat.
Yes. Let's move on.
What about Carla?
Number 12, we put Tsukinami Carla. And honestly, the only reason why he's rated so freaking low is because you can't see his face.
It's the scarf.
He wears this stupid scarf in, like, every single outfit that he has. He's a beautiful, beautiful man, but you totally would never know.
You would never know. Guys, I'm telling you, without his scarf, he's so attractive.
He'd probably be, like, 3 or 4 if he didn't wear the dumb scarf.
Yeah. Take off the scarf, and I'm way more attracted to Carla.
But he wears the scarf. So he's 12.
Yes. And in last place, we have Tsukinami Shin. Why?
It's too much.
There's everything. He's got way too much going on. An eye patch.
Glasses.
Pink hair.
Piercings.
And even when he turns into a wolf,
he's still pink and has an eye patch. You don't need that.
Yeah, I think they said, we need to make this guy more interesting than his brother. Let's just throw everything at him.
Yeah. So Sheen is rated number 13.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Sheen.
Sorry, Sheen.
So that's it for character design. At the bottom of the list, we have Sheen, and at the top, we have our bias.
Sakamaki Subaru. So the next category we're going to talk about is personality. And the way we did this is we thought, how long can we stay in a room with this person?
Or rather, how long can we stand staying in a room with this person?
Yeah. So once again, we're going from best to worst. So let's start off with number 1.
Number 1 is definitely Ruki, and we totally agree on this.
Absolutely. Ruki is smart. When Yui first meets him, he's really, really cold, but he kind of has a heart of gold hiding in there. We realized that we could definitely hang out with him, mostly because...
he has the same hobbies as us, other than the blood-sucking.
Yeah.
He likes to read, he does puzzles, he's a smart guy.
He is a smart guy.
I really like that, if I think about it, I could sit in a room with Ruki and actually maintain a full and meaningful conversation.
That is true. We can't do that with very many of the other allies.
So that's why we put him at the top.
Absolutely. Going on to number 2, and it's actually the same person we ranked in terms of character design for number 2. It's Mukami Yuma.
I really love his personality.
Yeah.
He's outgoing, he's fun, he's a little rough around the edges, but he's sweet.
Yeah, and he also knows how to interact with people.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, he's not awkward.
And the fact that he likes gardening makes it so much of a better match, because I can imagine sitting in a garden with him, picking tomatoes, and just having a casual conversation.
Yeah, that does sound like a lot of fun.
He sounds like fun.
And, I think our biases are showing here again.
Because at third we have Subaru.
Subaru's a tsundere, and we absolutely love tsunderes. Well, I love tsunderes.
I just love Subaru.
Yeah, Vika just loves Subaru. He blushes.
And he's adorable.
He's so cute. And he's actually, caring deep down.
I think the thing that I like about his personality the most, and we've seen this in the game and the anime as well, is that he is the first one that really kind of shows caring for Yui. And he really genuinely tries to help her out. And that means a lot to me, I think. So, yeah, he's definitely top for me.
Yeah, the one thing you would have to be careful about is that if he feels too much or gets upset about something, you may have to patch up some holes in your walls afterwards.
That's true.
Because he likes to punch them.
Yeah. Coming in at 4th, we have Mukami Azusa.
Azusa is absolutely adorable. He's super sweet. He's super caring. We really like Azusa's personality.
I really do enjoy Azusa's personality.
Yeah.
He's not overly anything. He's just...
a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's just a sweetheart.
Yeah. The one thing is that you would need to hide all of the sharp objects from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then number 5, because we are starting to get into the mediocre people again, we've got Mukami Cole.
Yeah, I think his outside personality is really great. I think because he's an idol, he knows how to interact with people, he knows how to give a good show, but I don't know, he gets real weird once you get to know him.
And also, once again, we're not super into the idol type. I think being around someone who goes, wow, wow, all the time would make us tired really quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
But he would be okay to hang out with for a little bit. He
I
would
think
be
so
fun.
too. I could sit in a room with him and hang out with him for a while.
Yeah.
Assuming he doesn't want anything from me.
That's true. Going on to number 6, we've got Sakamaki Reiji. He will poison you with tea, but at least you'll be able to have a conversation with him.
When it suits him.
Yeah, that's right. When it suits him. Anyways.
And then following Reiji is Shu at 7.
And we rated him number 7 because he's probably asleep.
Yeah. Comfortable enough to be in a room with, but you're not actually going to be interacting with him that often.
Yeah. Just be sure to be on the opposite end of the room if you don't want to have your blood sucked.
Following Shu, we have Ayato.
At number 8.
Why?
And he's an ore-sama.
That's it.
That's
That's all we can say.
That's
He's
his
an ore-sama.
personality.
That's his personality.
Number 9, we've got Tsukinami Carla. Carla's number 9 because we're getting into the people who we wouldn't really be able to interact with very well. Carla doesn't quite understand people. He doesn't really do boundaries or free will.
Carla knows what he wants, and he will do anything to get it.
Yeah, even if it means literally going through someone. Yeah. So, I mean, I'd be fine being in a room with him for a while as long as I wasn't bothering him and he didn't want anything from me.
Exactly.
But if he did, I would want to leave.
Exactly. So we're not going to hang out in a room with Carla. Mm-hmm. I don't think this was a compromise because I do agree. Even though I love my creepy baby, I would say that he's pretty low on the rankings.
Yes. So coming in at number 10 is Sakamaki Kanato.
Yeah.
Because he's always screaming. And crying.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be in a room with someone who's always screaming and crying.
Yeah.
He reacts irrationally a lot. And I feel like it would be very difficult to be in the same
general vicinity.
Yeah. Be in the same general vicinity with him because I don't know what to do with you, Kanato. You're cute and you're adorable and I love you, but you're always screaming. And that would just give me a headache.
Me too. What about number 11?
Not always screaming, but definitely obnoxious is Kino.
Yeah, Kino, loud, cocky, douchey. He likes messing with people a lot.
That would make me uncomfortable.
And actually, all of these are the same reasons why we rated Tsukinami Shin at number 12. Mm-hmm. So Kino's number 11, Shin's number 12, because they're obnoxious, loud, cocky, and douchey. And they like messing with people.
Yeah. And who's last?
Sakamaki Raito.
Yeah.
I just don't like him.
Sorry, Raito. We gave you the shaft on this.
I mean, our biases are really showing. We don't like Raito as a character. We know that he's quite popular with some other people, but for us personally, we just don't like him.
Yeah. No, I can totally see why he's popular.
Yeah.
If you're into the hat and you are like into his like sexy vibes, then yeah, totally. But for me personally, he will get annoying very quickly.
Yeah, me too. I don't find his sexy vibes sexy.
Mm-hmm. So that's why we have him last.
Yes.
Let's move on to our special category. Ooh. I'm so excited for this.
So for sadistic, we are actually going to be rating them from least sadistic to most sadistic. So starting off at number 13 for least sadistic
is Mukami Azusa.
Because he's not sadistic.
This boy is a cinnamon roll.
He's a masochist. That is the opposite.
I recognize that some people can be switches, but Azusa is definitely a masochist.
Yeah, and that's why we rated him 13, because he's the opposite.
He's not sadistic, period.
Yeah. So number 12, we've actually got Sakamaki Subaru, because...
I don't really think he's sadistic either.
He just has anger management issues.
Yeah. He doesn't know how to control his temper, but I don't think he's a true sadist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And when we say sadist, we're going off of the definition that they take joy or pleasure in someone else's pain. Mm-hmm. And neither of these boys seem to do that.
No.
So, yeah. This is the same for the person in 11th place, Yuma as well. He's not really sadistic either.
He is a dick to Yui because he considers her to be in a quote-unquote higher class than he is, and that's kind of his thing.
He has a problem with aristocrats.
Yeah.
And you know that from some of his storylines, but I don't really think he ranks very highly on the sadistic scale.
Mm-mm. And you know someone else who doesn't? Number 10, we've got Mukami Cole.
Yeah, I don't really think he's sadistic either. His thing is the whole give and take. I give to you, so I deserve something back. Mm-hmm. And while it's not an ideal personality trait, I don't necessarily think he takes joy in seeing someone else's pain.
Yeah. And actually, in terms of all of the characters, I think once he and Yui start dating, he is the one who will, like, get upset the most easily if he, like, hurts her feelings or something like that. He's a sensitive soul.
Yeah. 9th on our list is Ruki, and I feel like we've been saying this for all of them, but I don't think anyone up to this point is super sadistic.
Yeah, and the reason why we don't say Ruki is sadistic, because his whole thing is he is, like, really cold and horrible, especially at the beginning, because his perspective on the world is that the world is terrible, and in order to survive, you also need to be terrible.
Yeah.
He was more of a sadist as a child, but I'm not going to talk too much about that, because spoilers!
Yeah. I don't really think Ruki's much of a sadist as an adult.
Yeah.
He's kind of jerky, but other than that, pretty mediocre.
Yeah. Now we're going to start to talk about the people who we do feel have more sadistic tendencies. So coming in at number 8 is Sakamaki Shu, and we call him an opportunistic sadist.
Yes, because Sakamaki Shu is like a spider. He's not going out to find his prey, but when it's in arm's reach, he comes in and he just can't resist.
And he definitely, like, gets off on it. In the anime, it's very, like, pornish. If any of you have seen that one scene in the garden in season 2 that you know we're talking about, it's got the bow chicka bow wow music, and Yui's all like, this hurts, and he goes, you like it. So yeah, opportunistic sadist.
Yes. But I mean, most of the time he's sleeping, so, you know, as long as you stay far away, you're fine. You're fine. You're not gonna experience it. But I do think he does enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And so coming in at number 7 is Sakamaki Ayato. He thinks it's funny to mess with Yui, so he definitely does get pleasure out of seeing her go, Like, there's no question about that.
Yep. For number 6, I mean, we're putting Carla. Why? Because he tortures people for a living.
Yeah.
How is that not sadism?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he does as king. He tortures people to get information. But I think he doesn't necessarily always, like, get pleasure out of it. If it's like an enemy, he'll definitely kind of laugh about it. But once again, I don't think he's gonna go out and like do it for a hobby. We put him at number 6 because he does the torturing more often than some of the other ones.
Yeah, or at least that we know of. Now we're really getting to the ones who are pretty sadistic. The next one on our list is Kanato, and he intentionally messes with Yui.
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah. And he's really apathetic to her pain and discomfort.
He basically does whatever he wants, and throughout the game, he nearly kills her multiple times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't necessarily know if he, like, gets pleasure out of it, or he just doesn't care, but he's not the one to hang around with.
You know who else I wouldn't want to hang around?
Ugh, Shin.
Number 4 is Tsukinami Shin. He really likes to mess with people. He likes lying to them, tricking them. He really takes joy out of messing with Yui, especially before he gets to know her.
I feel really bad when she actually falls for it, because then he laughs in her face.
He does. He will trick her and then laugh about it.
Oh, so mean.
But the thing that he doesn't do is literally get off on it.
Yeah.
Which our number 3, Raito, does.
Yes, he completely gets off on Yui's pain. Like, sexually, entertainment-wise, he just...
Yeah, not a fan of that. Anyways, let's move on to number 2.
We had to put Sakamaki Reiji second because he will poison you with tea.
Yeah. His thing is, like, experimenting, but it's his hobby. He literally makes poisons and, like, plans to destroy other people for fun. This is what he does.
Yeah.
So Sakamaki Reiji is number 2. And then coming in at number 1, and this is a perspective from playing Chaos Lineage only, is Kino.
Kino is a true sadist.
Yeah. In his route in Chaos Lineage, there is like a split second of romance, but the rest of the time, he's literally just being a dick to everyone and laughing about it.
All he does is instigate chaos and, you know, causes people pain. It's not fun.
No, it's
not
But
I think it's fun for him.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely fun for him. It's not fun for anyone else, obviously.
Yeah, so he's definitely number 1 on the sadistic scale.
So those are our rankings for the LIs of Diabolik Lovers. Now, we do have to give a special award to Ayato and Cole for being the most mediocre.
And we say the most mediocre because they came in at the middle of all of our rankings.
Yeah. So they all ranked between 5 and 10 on every single one of the scales.
Yep. I'm so sorry to Ayato and Cole because we do like them. They are great characters and perfect for this game. But in terms of character design, personality, and just general sadism...
Middle of the line?
Middle of the line.
So to wrap up this episode, we wanted to play a super special game with you guys again.
And I think you'll recognize this. It is Bone, Marry, or Yeet Off a Cliff.
And this week, we are asking you about the quote-unquote main guys from each family. So, we want you to go on to Twitter and comment on the post that we'll be putting up after this episode airs and tell us, who would you like to bone, marry, and yeet off a cliff? Sakamaki Ayato, Mukami Ruki, or Tsukinami Carla. We will also be giving you our opinions underneath that post, but please, please, please tell us what you think.
Tell us what you think. I want to know who everyone will yeet off a cliff, because I feel like I would want to yeet almost everyone from these games off a cliff.
I don't want to yeet Subaru off a cliff.
Okay, maybe except for Subaru, but we're not rating Subaru at this point. We're interested in Ayato, Ruki, and Carla.
What about Azusa?
Okay, I've been proven wrong. Thanks again for joining us today in episode 14. We really appreciate all of you listeners. And if you really like what you hear and would like to support us, we have a Buy Me a Coffee account where you can donate to us and keep the podcast going.
We also have a Twitter and an Instagram where you can stay updated on what we're up to and other cool Otome-related stuff.
Thanks everyone for listening.
Bye!